Hi, I'm Fuzz Martin, and this is the all-new Good Morning Podcasters. Good morning to all of you, especially those of you waking up with a huge hangover this morning because you just found out that your host, Sounder FM, is shutting down. On Tuesday, November 1st, Sounder announced the following to their listeners, quote, "With a heavy heart, we've decided to sunset the Sounder hosting and ad platform. Ads will shut down on December 31st, 2022, and hosting will shut down on January 31st, 2023. To learn more about the decision or how to migrate your account, please check out our blog post and FAQs. Well, that's a bummer. Sounder is, and soon we'll say was, a podcast hosting platform and podcast ads platform. They told their hosting clients that they are, quote, doubling down on data and that they were going to sunset their podcasting platform. According to the blog post on their website from CEO Cal Amin, he said, "As I shared last week, what we've discovered through conversations with hundreds of industry stakeholders is that it's a real challenge to have access to the data and insights required to make decisions and act. In response, we're going to be focusing our attention on the biggest opportunity in audio, building data solutions for audio. We are hyper-focused on continuing to build out the world's leading brand safety, brand suitability, and contextual targeting solutions for audio content." In other words, there are too many hosts out there and they weren't competitive, so they're going in a different direction. I actually respect that. The platform has only been around for 3 years, and I'm a firm believer in the whole fail fast philosophy. But that said, I do feel very bad for the hundreds or thousands of independent podcasters that are hosting through Sounder. It is, as some of us know, a royal pain to move a podcast from one host to another, and they now only have about 90 days to do so. So if you are a Sounder customer, get on it. According to the website, Sounder's hosting platform, again, will be shut down on January 31st, 2023. All of their other programs will stop on the 31st of December this year. What I'm really not sure about is how they plan to focus on, quote, data solutions for audio, end quote. I'm not sure what that tangibly means for the industry. I'm not sure what building the world's leading brand safety, brand suitability, and contextual targeting solutions for audio content means and how that will be profitable, but I'm guessing they've got some sort of direction. This is probably actually a risk for any host if you're not hosting on your own. And hosting on your own is no fun, so it's kind of a risk either way. Back in the day, because I'm an oldie, we used to host our episodes on Amazon's S3 storage platform and then manage the RSS feed through Blueberry's podcast plugin for WordPress. It wasn't totally foolproof because Blueberry could have trashed the plugin at any time, but if Amazon ever got rid of S3, the world would be in a world of hurt. So I wasn't so worried about that. Also, one thing that really isn't good for Sounder customers is that they're going to have to start over with their analytics. According to Sounder's FAQs, quote, "Your historical numbers will not change, but you must download an all-time data export to save relevant metrics around your podcasts. Please refer to the download section of this help article for the steps to follow. Please note that data from Sounder will not appear in your new host's analytics dashboard. Your data from Sounder will live in the CSV file that is provided after your export of all-time data." End quote. So in other words, you will always have to add the old stats to the new stats in whatever new podcasting platform you come to, and then explain that to your sponsors. This becomes a big plus for services like Chartable or PodTrack, but just like Sounder, either or both of those could go away at any time, and you could be up Podcast Creek without a paddle. Sounder has put together an interesting list of hosting providers that their customers can switch to. The first is Spreaker. Spreaker is actually offering a 50% off deal to those who switch with the code SOUNDER50, all lowercase. Sounder is also promoting Acast, Red Circle, Anchor, and Podbean. I've used Spreaker before, and I liked the platform. That said, I highly recommend Captivate. That's who I host all of my podcasts through, and the team there is top-notch. But again, any one of those platforms could go away at any time. and there's always a chance that they're going to go away in the blink of an eye. So be sure to back up your show, and also be sure to back up things like your notes, titles, and other information as well. You never know when you're going to need it. To back up my shows, I have a few SanDisk 1 terabyte extreme portable solid state drives. They're lightning fast. I haven't had any problems with them. A 1 terabyte drive is about $110 on Amazon. I'll provide a link in the show notes. Again, my condolences to all of the Sounder customers who are living with the uncertainty of not knowing who their host is going to be right now. Just remember, it could happen to any of us at any time. It could happen to me right now, but I sure hope it doesn't. Thanks for listening to episode 2 of Good Morning Podcasters. I hope to have the new website up and running soon. I'm just waiting for Tan the Man to transfer the domain, and we'll be up and running shortly after that. Until then, I've set up a Substack account, which I will link to in the show notes, and on Twitter at GM Podcasters. You can also follow my personal account at FuzzMartin, and be sure to click the subscribe button in the podcast player that you're listening to right now. And we'll talk to you next time, right here on Good Morning Podcasters.